Jace, Jessica, and Friends, episode 55. Come for the storm. I feel like we've used that title before. Maybe the storm before the conflict. It is a fairly generic name, to be fair. So, I could have heard it in something else.
So I'm walking through the halls, following these two students, and I get led all the way to the janitor's closet, door completely closed. I put my ear right up to the door, and I can hear the conversation going on. I then grab the door handle, open the door and say knock knock. And what words do I hear next? Yo man, what the hell? She was just about to get me out of my pants. Total dumbass.
Yep.
Oh man, that would have been so funny to actually see happen in person.
Well, you can if you watch JH Vice Principal.
And you could get lucky.
After hearing this, we just might have to.
Well, I have Stephanie. You haven't.
True, but you can't blame me for having a busy schedule.
Yeah,
the opening sounds kind of like a Reddit post, like one of those, YouTube channels that just has the bot reading a Reddit post.
Sometime.
Speaking of Principal Moonlight, are she and Aurora still coming over to visit?
Honestly, Marcel, we're not sure.
It's mainly my fault. Last time those two were here, I stopped Heather Lee and Aurora from fighting, because I had concern that me and Steph would get a noise complaint.
And then Mimi got her panties in a bunch.
I was doing the right thing. Principal Moonlight didn't see it that way. To be fair, getting noise complaints is something that can't be prevented all the time. It's our problem if it does happen, no one else's.
What happened at the get-together would explain Mimi's recent behavior. Ever since that incident, things with her have been a bit more tense, to say the least. I have to be honest, I'm worried that things could get out of hand should this continue. Something has to try and be done.
Which is why Stephanie and I invited Principal Moonlight and Aurora over. Not just to visit, but because I wanted to apologize to them face to face, and own up on my part.
This screams good intentions that'll go south fast.
And a good thing too that we didn't invite the Vale twins over here. Heather Lee and Aurora have been fighting lately too, because of Amber Lynn's recent obsession over Samir. Last thing we need is for that to make things escalate even further.
We can all only hope for the best.
The door's open. Come in.
Hello everybody.
Hello Principal Moonlight and Miss Aurora. Thank you both for coming.
You're welcome, Stephanie. We weren't sure if we would be coming here or not. I see this place is still in dark brick red color. What's your apartment manager's name again?
Dana.
Oh yeah. Well, as the apartment manager of Valley Heights, Dana should really let you guys give your apartment a much-needed paint job. It would be a really nice touch to add.
What's wrong with the red?
Hey Principal Moonlight, would it be alright if you and I could have some time to talk? Just you and me, one-on-one.
Sure, Taylor. I don't see why not. Let's talk in the kitchen.
Sounds good to me.
So first of all, you uppity brats.
Anything new with you?
No, not really.
Little Miss My Way or the Highway.
I can't get over the fact that
I'll leave it vague who you
won't
think
see
I'm
eye to
talking
eye with me
about
regarding
or
her own
as.
sister.
I hear you two have been fighting lately because of it.
We are. All because Heather Lee doesn't think Amber Lynn's love interest in Samir is anything to worry about. That Vale sister has got to wake up and smell the roses. The twins weren't invited to come over too, were they?
Nope, they and Juliet are having some girl time in their own apartment.
Okay, that's good. I'd rather not see Heather Lee and Amber Lynn, not right now at least while me
We
and
cut
Heather
their
Lee are
apartment, they're
fighting.
just looking at
Also,
Samir
Mimi's
pics.
been in a bit of a bad mood, and she won't tell me why, so I don't want to take a chance.
Come in.
One of these days I wanted to see a cutaway gag
Hey, Stephanie,
where it
I
just
need to
them
ask
doing
you
some
and Taylor,
Family Guy thing. Oh, fuck.
What is she doing here?
The
I could ask you the
backstroke.
same thing. You weren't invited to come over.
Uh-oh.
I wasn't
Here we go
invited.
again.
Yes, you're right, because I
Heather
was going to
better have a
ask you
good
something.
explanation.
I came here to ask Stephanie and Taylor a favor, but instead, looks like you and I are going into round 2.
Even
Fight!
if you wanted to try talking to Taylor, you can't. She's in the kitchen talking to Mimi at the moment. But do tell me, have you finally opened your eyes to your sister's obsession?
Aurora, we have been over this several times already. Amberlynn does not have an obsession.
Bullshit,
Yeah,
Heatherly.
kind
The
of
signs
with-
are all around you. Amberlynn's entire description of her character has literally been her talking non-stop about
I like
Samir
to think
almost
that
all
this
of the
is
time,
her just
and
being in the
she's been
comment
like that for
section.
months. You have got to wake up, get your head straight, and stop being in denial.
I don't even want to be
She
fighting with you over this.
self-identifies as Samir
This has been an
Sim.
on and off thing for a while now, and it has to stop.
Admit that your sister having a crush on Samir has turned into an obsession, and then I will consider possibly letting this go.
Aurora, I'm going to say it again. Amberlynn does not have an obsession.
Yes, she does.
Ooh!
Are you going to listen to me now, Heatherly? Are you going to stop being in denial? Are you going to finally admit that Amberlynn has an obsession?
Well, now that you fucking hit me. In fact, now I'm gonna be more doubling in my ways. You gave her a scar.
Poor Heatherly.
I'm sorry you guys had to see that, but I had to do what I had to do.
It's okay, Aurora. You are forgiven.
I'm just
Really?
glad it's over.
Really?
Things could not possibly get any worse.
You know, if she was a
Damn it,
guy.
Marcel. Never say things like that.
Do not run from me, Taylor. You get back over
Push that
here.
aside.
I've played nice with you long enough, Miss Haven.
Are you gonna hit me
Everything
too?
was just fine during our talk. But now, you need to learn when we have our issues and we argue with each other about it, you stay out of the way.
And I realize that now, but I was just trying to not have Heatherly and Aurora's argument escalate, at the risk of getting a noise complaint.
I'm with
Taylor,
Taylor on
don't
this
talk
one.
back to your former principal. Learn to say.
Former!
I'll learn to
Get
keep
in
my
your
mouth quiet and
fucking
not get
place!
involved in
You
this.
don't
Got
own
it.
me anymore!
I just wanted to do what I thought was right. I didn't realize you'd get this upset about it for this long. I'm
Because
really sorry.
Mimi is
You
a...
wanna test me further? Be quiet.
Damn.
This is what happens when you open your mouth when you were not supposed to, Miss Haven.
You're
You
fine
had
when
this
to
coming,
talk.
and I have waited long enough to give it to you. It's not my problem if you girls get a noise complaint, it's yours.
And I do
You
realize that
were
now.
going to
I really
cause
do.
the noise
Learn your lesson,
complaint.
Taylor. And if not, then you are so done. I'm out of here.
I am with Taylor in the...
Taylor, it's okay. You
I'm
were
with
just
Taylor
doing what you thought was right.
on the Mimi conversation.
And I get yelled at
I'm
for
with-
it. I just didn't want
I'm
any
with
of
Kimberly
you to get kicked out or get
in-
into trouble with
I don't know
Dana.
if it's Kimberly, but Mimi's girlfriend on the argument about Samir. But I don't condone
It's
her
best that you leave
attacking
Taylor be for
someone.
now. Give her time alone to herself.
There is a line,
You know
and
what?
she crossed
It
it.
pains me to say this, but don't you guys think Principal Moonlight is going a little too far on this?
After witnessing what just
Entirely.
happened, it really seems that way.
But don't
Do you
worry,
guys think
she's
something
the
is on Principal
victim.
Moonlight's mind, or maybe stressing her out?
Duncan gets
I know she
spooked.
doesn't mean the things she says, but Stephanie is right. This time she went too far.
We all know there's a good side to Principal Moonlight regardless of her issues.
Yeah, in a
However, that
crevice
doesn't mean that
somewhere.
what just happened should be shrugged off.
I'm worried.
We all are.
Jace, do you think you could talk to her?
I can try. Although,
An
I
oddly
hope
fitting
Mimi
track
and
for that
Aurora
scene.
haven't already left.
I'm coming with you.
Congratulations on the
That's
Moonlight
not a
couple.
good
They
idea,
made
Carly.
people cry.
You're right. It's not. But Taylor is my sister. And it's my responsibility to stick up for her, especially if I think it's the right thing to do.
You're a good older
Please, Jace,
sister.
let me come with.
Alright, you can come, Carly. On one condition. Try and let me handle most of the situation. But if Mimi does question you as to why you're with me, which she has the right to do, then speak up and be truthful with her.
Alright, sure thing.
Let's go, before we miss them if they're still here.
Good luck, you two. You don't know what might happen.
Thank you, Jace.
They might try to hit you.
Unfucking believable. I swear this just pisses me off more and more.
Doesn't
There
take
you
much to
both
piss
are.
you off. Wind blows the wrong way,
need
you're
to
like,
talk.
Why is Carly with you?
Why else?
although she was rather
Because
tame
of
about a
Taylor.
dumbbell being
Jace and
dropped
I
on
are
her
here to
head,
talk about what
only
just
because she was
happened to her.
unconscious.
Listen, Carly, your sister should not have opened her mouth and tried to talk about professionalism. I don't need you guys
Why not?
stressing
You're
me
not
out
very
either by
professional.
opening your mouths.
Mimi, please just listen and hear me and Carly out. Look, after you two left, me and the others got concerned. Because, well...
Sure we're the highway,
how do we
Mimi.
put this nicely?
We thought you went a little too far. We're highly concerned, and so are the others.
A little too far. Are you saying I was too harsh on Taylor?
Yes.
To be blatantly honest with you, Mimi, yes. We feel like as though something is going on that's stressing you out or bothering you to lash
Yes.
out.
Please tell
So
us.
what?
I want to
I yell
know.
at everybody, and you both know that.
And if there is something stressing
Yeah,
you out or
it's not
bothering
good.
you, then yelling at Taylor and taking it out on her is not right.
Don't give me that, Carly. Taylor shouldn't have opened her mouth 2 months ago at the get-together.
Something Taylor did 2 months ago is not enough of a reason for you to lash out at her like you did. Was it a mistake on her part to stop the fight, even if she thought it was the right thing to do?
Yeah, 'cause
In
you-
your eyes, yes.
Yeah.
But me, Jace, and everyone else are all in agreement.
Was it
You
wrong
went
to
too
stop
far on
the
Taylor.
fight?
I'm not backing down, Carly.
Mimi,
You two are really
if
testing
the
me
fight
now.
had gone on,
I would advise
it
that
would
you
have
stop
ended
while
up
you have the
in
chance
your
before
principal's
claiming.
I agree
office.
with them.
And I know
What?
principals want to
agree
break
with
up
Jace and
fights, not let it go out.
What's going on, sweetheart? What's making you upset?
Tell us. I want to know. I don't like being
Alright,
angry
look,
at
I
you.
didn't want to say anything at first. But here is what's going on. Amberlynn is trash-talking Freedom's Infinity.
What?
That's it?
Yeah, the post is right here on my phone. And what was said in this message pissed me off so bad that I took my frustration out on Taylor.
Why would Amberlynn be trash-talking Freedom's Infinity?
Yeah, that makes no sense.
Seriously.
You guys are one of the best bands in town. And
One of the
Amberlynn
only
was
bands
part
in
of the original
town.
5 Freedoms band before the name change in the merge.
Amberlynn has no right to be doing it at all. Just listen to what she said to me in this message. I really admire my friends for becoming one of Tyndale Valley's best band groups. They totally rock. But unfortunately, I'm starting to have second thoughts. I do still love Jace, Jessica, Juliet, Sarah, and Aurora. But not Mimi. I really thought she was a nice friend with past struggles. But in reality, she's just a bitchy person who gets angry at everyone left and right a lot, at any given time.
I feel
And if she
personally
wants to be
called
that
out.
kind of person, and my friends are gonna choose her over me, they can go ahead and make a mistake. I'm just proving a point that Mimi's nothing but a snobby bitch. It's time Jace and the rest of our friends finally start to see the cracks, and I will stick up for them. I won't back down to Mimi, and she better watch her back. Because the next time I see her face, it will not be pretty between us.
Okay, that's a bridge too far.
I am shocked.
I'm so sorry, hun.
Now that we know about this, Mimi, is there
You
anything
can grow
we
a
do
spine
to help?
because you're an adult.
I don't
Take
know,
some
Jace.
criticism.
That would depend. If you were to help, would you be willing to go as far as confronting Amberlynn, even though you two are friends? Let's face it, Amberlynn is just trying to get back at me because of the way I am.
I
Remember,
mean,
Mimi
Jace
is
being
canonically an
This
adult
cannot be shrugged
and
off as if
reacting
it's
like
nothing.
this.
If you're not going to confront Amberlynn, then I will, and I won't back down from her. So what's it
What
going
if
to
she
be?
has a gun?
Mimi, I really don't want you and Amberlynn to be going at each other's throats over a text of Amberlynn trash-talking Freedom's Infinity. If I have to confront her for you, then I will. But as for you and Aurora, you two should go home and get some rest. We'll then check on you in the morning. Alright?
I'm with Jace. It would be safer if he were to do this task. And, it would also lower the chances of Dana getting involved, and worst case scenario, getting the police called in.
Alright, fine, Jace. But I'm serious that this can't be shrugged off. And just so you know, the text Amber Lynn sent me was sent earlier this morning, before I confronted Taylor, to make her realize our mistakes.
Now that you have, are you finally going to let this situation with Taylor go, regarding what happened with her in August?
I'll think about it, Carly. Jace, you better take care of Amber Lynn, and not go easy on her. I'm serious.
I promise that I will take care of it, Mimi. And I'm sorry for what happened.
Alright, I will hold you to that. Come on, Aurora, let's go home.
Let's see how this plays out.
Are you really going to do it, Jace?
I have to, Carly. There are no ifs, ands, or buts about it now.
Yeah.
Also, because this is going to mainly involve Freedom's Infinity, I'm gonna have Jessica come with me to Amberlynn, Heatherly, and Juliet's apartment. But it has to be me and her only. Not you, or anyone else. Jess and I have known Amberlynn longer than yourself, Taylor, and the others. It is better to play it safe, rather than risk things getting very out of control.
I understand.
Aren't you worried, Amberlynn? Heatherly won't talk to us.
Just give her time, Juliet. She'll come around soon enough.
Wow.
She was in tears.
And when she came through the door, she told us she didn't want to talk about it.
Well, look at it this
Yes,
way.
but
She's
still,
not obsessed
the
with
smart thing to do
Samir
would be try
anymore.
to talk
She's
to her.
focused on trash
You're
talking.
her sister.
Progress?
And you choose to sit on your phone and look at pictures of Samir yet again instead.
I'm actually not looking at pictures of Samir. I'm looking at baby pictures of my new baby cousin.
Aw.
Although now that you mention it.
Girls, open the door.
Is that Jace?
It sure sounds like Jace.
I will admit Amberlynn has
But why
become
is
a
he
bit
banging on the door?
bitch. She has
Babe,
problems
please,
that also
tell
need to
me
be
what's
worked
wrong.
out.
Is everything okay, you two?
I'm gonna
Not right now,
suplex
it's
this
not
bitch.
Juliet. Where is Amberlynn?
She's in the living room. Why?
I need to talk to her.
Jace, you can't
Out of the
physically
way.
assault her.
I'll explain in a minute.
Jace, you can't just barge in here like that.
Give me the damn phone, Amberlynn.
Ooh.
Whoa, hey, what the heck, Jace?
Trash talking
Yeah.
Freedom's Infinity. Are you serious?
Wait, what?
What are you talking about, Jace? Did you hit your head on something?
No, I didn't. Now you give me a minute. This right here. You sent this message to Mimi while
For a second there, I thought
trash-talking
it was gonna be
Freedom's
that she
Infinity
was,
at the same time.
Let me see.
It was a setup, you know? There was a third party. It was Paxton!
Told you.
What? I couldn't bring myself to believe it at first. But the evidence is right here.
Amberlynn,
Yeah,
Vale, you have
we've seen
been
the
busted.
rest.
Now let me ask you the question that I'm sure is on everyone's lips. Why did you do it? Why did you say something like that to Mimi, the woman I work alongside with and is a big part of Freedom's Infinity?
Jealousy? From being kicked out of the band?
Why? Because it's the truth.
How is it the truth?
Because I can't stand Mimi anymore. I'm still mad at her.
Mad at her over what? Actually, don't answer that, because I don't care. It means nothing because you shouldn't ever trash talk Freedom's Infinity, Amberlynn. Whatever your reason, this is the wrong way to do it, and you know damn well that I am right.
No, Jace, you're wrong. You've seen how Mimi acts toward us sometimes when we do stupid shit. If she's going to be too hard on us over things like that, this is what she gets.
Your text message has
Just for a
caused a
second.
great deal of trouble, Amberlynn. Mimi got so infuriated by what you said to her that she took a good majority of anger from your message out on Taylor. You should be ashamed of yourself.
No, Mimi's the one who should be ashamed of herself.
Cut the bullshit,
extent.
Amberlynn. Remember last
'Cause
time
she didn't seem
when
to feel
you
any
and me
shame.
got into a fight? It was last year during graduation time for the class of 2021. It almost didn't end well,
It was
and now
almost
we're
a
going
year
full
ago?
circle again.
It's almost
I've
2 years
already
ago.
sent that
Ugh.
message to Mimi, Jace. There's no taking it back.
Perhaps, but the damage you caused can be undone if you do it right, and I'm not going to choose between you and Mimi, picking one of you over the other. So guess what you are doing, Amberlynn? Tomorrow you are going to apologize and also write a sincere apology to Mimi for your message.
Well, Mimi
And
doesn't
if
have to
you don't,
apologize for
then so
anything
help
she
me,
did
I will
whatsoever
expose that
because she's
message all over
perfect and we
social
love
media.
her. And she's like,
Pretty
"Bleh."
good chance that nobody is going to appreciate you trash-talking Freedom's Infinity, especially when it was behind our backs.
You want me to give a sincere apology message to Mimi, and then everything will just go back to normal?
Like that ever
Yeah,
works.
sure.
I'm not kidding, Amber Lynn. I'm being dead serious with you. You have sincerely apologized to Mimi before, the last time you two got into a fight. No reason that you shouldn't do it again.
Amber Lynn, watching this back and forth between two of my closest friends, because of something you did? I'm sorry, but Jace is right. Trash-talking Freedom's Infinity is going too far on your part.
You guys are
Meanwhile,
seriously going
seeing
to side
Mimi
with that
physically
four-eyed Karen
assaulted
over me?
people.
Amberlyn, knock it off.
Whereas
Mimi is
all
not a
that Amberlyn
four-eyed
did was
Karen.
leave a
She is
mean
our friend,
tweet.
and she's your friend too.
No,
God, this is like how
it's
Twitter
Dan.
reacted to,
It's either
well,
me or Mimi, your guys'
shouldn't
choice.
open the Twitter can of
Just
worms.
stop it, Amber Lynn. We are all supposed to be friends here. And I already stated we're not picking between you and Mimi. It's not going to happen, honey. Snap out of it and listen.
Oh, now what?
Samir's calling me.
Samir?
Must be
What does
serious.
he want?
Answer it, Jace, but tell him we've got a situation on our hands.
Also, what music is this?
Hello? Look, man, this is really not a good time. I'm with Amberlyn, Jessica, and Juliet right now, and there's a situation going on.
It's a very eventful episode.
You want me to put you on speaker? Didn't you hear what I said? Okay,
This should be the
man.
one person
Give
they
me a
listen to.
minute.
Amberlyn would listen to, rather.
Okay, Samir, you're on speaker. Whatever you have to share with us, try to make it quick.
Amberlyn, leave me the fuck
I will
alone.
try.
Hi there, Samir.
Hello, Amberlyn. I'm actually glad you're with your friends right now, because I have something that I need to tell you.
You have something to tell me? What would that be?
I'm going to break this as gently as I can. Amberlyn, I want you to stop hitting on me.
What makes you think I'm hitting on you?
Your twin sister Heather Lee told me, spilling detail after detail.
She told you
That
everything?
looks like she has a unibrow
Not
with that shot.
everything, no, but the amount of detail she delved into about your feelings towards me amazed me. I had no idea you had a crush on me, nor did I know how serious it was.
I'm sorry,
Obsessive
I
it
didn't
was.
tell you. But why did Heatherly do it instead?
It sounded like she was feeling very sad, and she just let everything out while venting her feelings.
She did get a scar.
You are her sister. Stop focusing on me and focus on what's really important.
Samir, look,
Amberlyn, I do not want to hear it. Here's the thing. If you keep obsessing over me with this crush, then things will just keep getting worse and worse. And then you might do something one day you'll regret. You have lots of great friends and a wonderful twin sister who all care about you. Don't throw that all away. You need to take a step back and focus on what's around you, not what's in front of you on a phone screen. I have a girlfriend that loves and cares about me, and that's something I need to focus on for myself. I'll let you guys get back to whatever it was you were in the middle of. And Amberlyn, I want you to really think about what I said.
Samir, hold on.
Too late for that. He already hung up.
I sure didn't expect Samir to say that.
I didn't either, but I think that's a
It
good
was
thing
what
he
needed to
did.
be said. She's been gagaing over
Amberlyn,
Samir so much, but we
Samir
never
is out of
actually
the picture
thought
for
about
you
asking
now.
Samir his
So,
opinion.
What are you going to do?
Just kind of assumed it.
Well, first I'm going to go and see if I can talk to Heather Lee. She's probably still feeling upset, so it's
She
best
did get
I
a
go
scar,
and
so
see
yeah.
if I can even try and comfort her, even though I haven't been a good sister today.
And what about with Mimi, and your message trash talking freedom's infinity?
I'm going to do the right thing. I'm going to delete that message entirely, and give a sincere formal apology to Mimi for me being such a bitch to her. I was wrong to call her a four-eyed Karen too, she's not that at all. Mimi is a good friend, no matter how she acts towards us. She does have a caring heart, and cares a lot about the people around her. Nobody can say otherwise. And I'm sorry for what I did to you guys too. Can you ever forgive me?
Of course we
Well, we
forgave
forgave
Lynn.
We still are.
Mimi in a
friends.
heartbeat, so why
Just
not
like
you?
Samir said, we care a lot about you.
Thanks you guys, you're the best. I'd better go and check on Heather Lee.
I think I'm just about ready to go home and put this hectic and very tense day behind us.
You and me both, babe.
And for the sake of us, and everyone in our friends circle, I sure to hell hope that things will start to simmer and calm down a bit.
Be nice. It would be nice. So obviously, I have opinions. Give me a sec. Been a while seeing me like this, hasn't it? I have opinions about this episode. Like, okay. First of all, let's deal with Amber Lynn. I agree with Mimi's girlfriend about the whole situation with Amber Lynn's obsession getting out of hand. The punch was too far. It was a bridge that just... no, it shouldn't have been crossed. I mean, in the end, I guess it did good because it caused Kimberly to go crying to Samir and then have Samir come in and stop this thing. Like, seriously, once the punch happened, I knew, like, okay, there is no calming the situation down. It's only going to escalate from here. But Samir was the one person who could have pulled out a freaking, calm reaction because it was only getting higher. There was punching, throwing glass. Like, I legit thought this situation could not calm down, but Samir did it. He was the only person who could calm it down. It was only thanks to Kimberly being punched. So, yay, violence? Sometimes it is the answer. I mean, sometimes it is, but I don't know. It probably was like the one thing that could have caused Kimberly to run into Samir in the first place, so I guess. Thank goodness she got punched. That feels wrong. At least it was a girl punching her, I guess? Because if it was a guy punching her, we'd be talking about a completely different issue. I say that the punch was a bridge too far, but if it wasn't for the punch, then I wouldn't be here, and Samir would have get to be the most based, epic character and say that at the last second. And yeah, Samir's like the best character in the show, in my opinion. He's my personal favorite. And that says something when I'm a character in this show and I think Samir's the best one. It's not a knock towards how I'm written, it's just like saying that Samir's great. This isn't a knock towards you, Jace. Also, give me more screen time. I'm kidding. But... But yeah, I agree that the Amber Lynn situation got out of hand. It got out of hand fast. It's good that we were able to calm everything down without going even worse. Like, it got bad. It got very bad. But it could have gotten a lot worse. And it's a good thing that it didn't. Mimi. I have issues with Mimi, which you may have noticed with every episode that has Mimi in it. I think my problem is I mix up IRL Mimi and Principal Mimi a little more than I probably should. Sometimes I put baggage on one that the other doesn't deserve. Because they are two different characters. Well, two different people, I should say. To an extent, There could be similarities, some overlap, but they're not one-to-one the same. Because Because, spoiler warning, I don't think the IRL, Moonlight Mimi, whatever the fuck, is an actual principal of a high school. I'm just gonna call it, to take a wild guess on that one. If she is, though, good for her. I badmouth Mimi being a grown adult woman who is upset about a mean comment left. You can tell she's not a YouTuber, unlike my character. It's just... How many positive comments were there? And then that one negative comment just comes along and ruins her entire day. God, is that true in real life? But yeah. And she's more basic, I think. I comment about her being a grown woman who is upset by a mean tweet. Or comment. Why do I keep saying tweet? They got Twitter on everything Elon Musk purchased. But anyway, you freaking... She's got to deal with students, and students like the one that Jace said in his story of that level of stupid constantly, and teenagers are extremely stupid people. I mean, all humans are stupid to an extent, but teenagers are just like, ugh. At least when toddlers are stupid, they have an excuse. You expect better from, I don't know. So yeah, Mimi's gotta deal with a lot of stress every day. So I guess the text just kind of sent her over the edge. Apparently it's been happening for 2 months now, but I guess there's some justification in the fact that she deals with all this stress every day, all day. Gotta deal with the band, and deal with the principalship, and then this arsehole comes along with this mean comment. Everything's in a tizzy. And then the frickin' Taylor situation, yeah. She was not right to try to strike Taylor and make her cry. You have no idea what Taylor has gone through in her life, Mimi. I know you two are close, but just like, you gotta deal with mean comment. Okay, I had to see my mother possibly getting raped. You have no idea the damage I've been through. I dealt with that stress every single day for a good chunk of my life. But you got a mean tweet, so you know, I guess we're even. Piss off. I may have gotten some details of that wrong, to be fair. It's been a while. It's been like 2 years, max. I want to say max because if I find out it's 3 years, I'm gonna frickin' scream. Okay, 3 again. Forget. Just. I don't know. At the end of the day, it's a good thing we did get the Amberlyn situation solved and, you know, with Samir and all that stuff. It's a good thing that that's calmed down. We're past that now. We can move past that now. Hopefully, we can all be friends again to an extent. Damages will be done. Don't question that. I wouldn't be surprised if that scar becomes part of Kimberly's character going forward. But if it isn't and she heals up, so be it. Whatever. I imagine that the freaking girlfriend of Mimi would probably be offended by that, because just she had to see that every day and be reminded that the only reason that scar exists is because of something she did. But then again, she was trying to deny that anything was wrong with her sister, and I guess that caused her to break in front of Samir, so it's a good thing she got punched in the face and got a scar. This is very weird. I guess I'm just so used to media being like, violence is never the answer. You should never solve a problem in a fight. And the most ironic part is that half of those morals come from like fucking fighting animes and stuff. So it's like, you should never solve this with a fight. Now fight to the death to save the world. Media is stupid. Yeah. People say Pokemon shouldn't be teaching morals about never using violence. What the fuck is every other anime's excuse? Well, almost every other. There are many genres of anime. Saying anime itself is a genre is like saying a hardcover book is a genre. Cake is a gender. Anyway, point is, moving forward, I'm glad we're past this. We'll probably have to deal with some fallout in the next episode. I'm hoping we just get like something, some chill sort of thing maybe. Like, I don't know, Jace and Jessica go and get ice cream or something. Just something cool to calm down from all that malarkey and just have some cool and relaxing stuff. Maybe some Fallout episodes, of course, after that, but just like, I don't know. I just hope we can move past this, you know? Because it's gone out of hand, and we managed to get back into hand. I don't really know an analogy for this, but it's like, we managed to stop it from getting worse, so, good. I don't have much else to say, so, yeah.